Have you seen our longhorn calf during a visit to the zoo? The zoo is fortunate to have a young calf for guests to learn about and interact with. This benefits both the animal, the staff, and the guests. Listen as Melissa shares more about our relationship with this iconic Texas animal.
The goal for us, every time that we get a longhorn calf, they vary between 2 weeks and about 2 months, and we get them acclimated. So we will get them walking on a halter throughout Texas town, throughout the little play barn area here. We get them used to the lights, the sounds, the guests, the being petted, everything. So when we have the animals graduate from play barn down to ranch barn, it's honestly based on size. They can vary between 6 to 8 months, and if they are getting too big for the size, then it's like, okay, it's time to make that call. We can let them graduate to our larger corral. We've had some calves that they've been kind of petite and kind of small framed, and so we've been able to keep them at the actual play barn area between 9 months to almost a full year. And then that way, when they go back to the ranch, when they are a certain age, then they could possibly be used in some of the longhorn shows that'll travel to like the Fort Worth Stock Show, things like that. So then that way, if they're extremely docile and we can walk them well on lead, they could be eventually used for that. We get to have a bottle-fed calf that the guests can see and kind of appreciate the state longhorn cow, you know. And we get to show that off, and so it's kind of a neat mutual, relationship. Before any of the new longhorns get here, we talk with our nutrition department, our veterinary services, and we kind of just come up with a game plan. And so that's just kind of like before they even arrive, we go through all of that to make sure that on the day of arrival, we have all the food already here, we've got everything already good to go, so then we can give him every opportunity to eat everything he wants right off the bat. When we do any of the loops around Texas, Wild Town, a lot of the animals will come straight up next to the glass and stare. I think every longhorn that we have walked through Texas town has enjoyed it because not only do they get to see some of the different animals, they get to smell different smells, they get to sniff some of the leaves that are on the ground, and a lot of the animals that are in Texas Wild Loop also get some of the added enrichment by seeing something they don't see every day too. So we have had Tabasco on exhibit for almost a week now. He is born March 3rd of this year, so he's almost 2 months old. And he's already pretty feisty. I think we kind of named him properly with being Tabasco. He's already kind of spicy. The personalities are different with every calf that we receive, and we really see it come out when they are released from our little quarantine area. That's when they have more space and they really are used to seeing us more often, and so we can see that shine through after about 30 days. That's when we really start to see it. And he's starting to play with some of the toys and be a little more interactive with the guests too. Right now he gets fed 3 bottles a day, morning, noon, and then afternoon. Right now Tabasco is kind of just chill. He will get rambunctious after a bottle, and then he goes and kind of snoozes for a while. He's up and at 'em before bottle time, and then again after bottle time. But like kind of in between, he's just snoozing. So when the calves graduate down to our larger corral, they are a little more hands-off. We still get to go in every day. We still get to halter train them, but it's more of a process to get them used to where they're gonna graduate officially back to the ranch. We are pretty much fostering. For the span that we have the calves from day 1 until they leave, I would say they are here for a year and a half. Totally worth it. I love having them here. I love watching all the guests interact with them and seeing like, oh, they're so tiny. And then when we get to watch them grow, it's like, oh my gosh. And to just share all the fun facts with them, and it's just really a joy just to have them here.